Bye.
There you go. What the hell was I going to tell you? Oh, there's so much to talk about. I mean, I got to talk about Artie on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, I heard that more fireworks occurred.
Yeah, I was just listening to his wild. Yeah, really, really vicious. Matt, you're on the air in April, Mass.
Hey now. And first of all, this is no time better than now than for a Sal roast, huh?
Yeah, well.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, did you hear the wrap-up show fight between Artie, Sal, and Richard?
Yeah, Sal is such a fucking asshole. That guy is a piece of shit. Son of a bitch.
Now, so you see, we had a fight here that started between Artie, Sal, and Richard on our show.
Oh, I heard it all.
And then it moved over to the wrap-up show, so I don't know who's heard what.
It ended with Artie telling Sal to go fuck himself. It was great.
That's the ultimate.
Yeah, it really was a very manly fight. Let's go, Mike. You're on the air in Bradley, Illinois.
Hey now, Howard. Yeah, I listened to the wrap-up show, and actually Gary came up with a really good idea on having them compete over who could have the best bit. But I got to tell you, though, I love Artie. There's no way I'll ever take sides with Sal. But, I never thought I'd have to see the day where I have to choose sides on it. You know what I mean? It's very disappointing to me that Sal would act like that to a guy who has contributed so much to the show,
Yeah, well, I didn't hear the fight. I just started listening to it this morning, and I'll play it for you.
Yeah, because I was going to say, some of us are still out of the loop. We don't know where this went after the show.
I would like to get to the bottom of it today and hear it. I don't know that it could ever be resolved.
Here's the thing. I mean,
Artie called Sal a coon-faced motherfucker, I believe.
Raccoon face. I mean, look, as far as I'm concerned, they started this with this incessant whining. I mean, the accusation that I ribbed them too much. I mean, what is this show about? And they're clearly talking behind my back. Richard pulled Jason aside, and he's saying all sorts of mean things about me. Sal is telling everybody he can find that I'm an asshole. Wow. And it makes me feel weird. It's creepy to work with somebody like that. I didn't think I was mean to those guys. I thought I busted their chops as much as I bust anybody else's chops on the show. They've broken my balls over the years. But if they're really hurt by it and they're reacting in a way where they're talking behind my back, I really don't want to have anything to do with them. I mean, quite frankly, we could do our jobs and not interact at all.
That is true.
I mean, it's just. I mean,
the thing is, you're offering $2,500, dude. If you offer me $2,500 for stand-up, dude, I'd do 30 minutes if I could. You know what I mean? And for him to back out like that, you've done a lot for the show, Artie. Remember the guy with no arms, the midget? You took care of him, dude. You are a saint. And
Matt.
Most of the email was.
Dude, I love
most of the email was in favor of Artie. I will read. Some of it was in favor of.
Sal and
Richard. And
I don't know why
Sal and Richard wrote those.
Look, they've done a lot for the show, too. I'm not saying... And we all contribute. We all contribute is the point,
I'll read you some of the emails.
But I don't know what... They started this. I don't know. It really is weird to me. It makes me feel bad.
For the love of the show, please fire that piece of shit Sal. Who in the fuck does he think he is, talking the way he did to you on the show today? He is a jealous, whining, no-talent hack. Sal, go back to Wall Street and suck the dick of corporate America. Leave the rest of us alone. Here's another one. Do a Win Sal's Job contest. As a goof, see what he does. Number 3, best meltdown ever. So, people just like it. Sal is the biggest fucking moron on the planet. Get him the fuck off the show. He has no talent. He's a fucking idiot, and he makes me sick. No wonder his wife has an emotional friend. I hope Artie kicks his fucking ass. And I hope, too, Sal's kids die of AIDS. Oh, this is terrible.
I took that back.
Good, all right.
Somebody suggested I bang his wife. Not that I could, but even if I could, again, that woman has been through way too much to make her suffer through my sex with me.
I respect that.
Well, that's how nice of a guy Artie is. Artie could take it.
Yeah, Artie's thoughtful.
If he wanted to.
Today's fight between Artie and Sal is the greatest fight in the history of the show. Here's another one. Fire Sal now. Who the fuck does he think he is, talking to Artie the way he did today? Sal is a behind-the-scenes, no-talent hack. Howard, so much for great radio. Fire the stupid F now. But Sal did have his people. He had his people. I have to agree with Sal in this case. Artie, I love you to death, man, and you're great, but Beer League did suck. I turned it off after just a little bit. I hope your acting career blows up like you hope, but Based on Beer League, we've got a long way to go. Stick with what works and stay on the show. Kudos on the diet. It's about time. But again, I have to say 99% of the mail was on Artie's side. Sal, the stockbroker, is fucking insane. I know that's why he's around, but Jesus, what a fucking asshole, racist scumbag, talentless waste of space. In case he may not know or think, there are thousands of us who wouldn't walk across the street to walk his shit, whatever that means. And Artie Lang is a real talent, a real actor, a real comedian. Newsflash, Sal, you're an idiot. And, I mean, they went on and on and on. I know Sal reads these.
Who do you think's at fault here? I mean,
I'm going to play the tapes and comment on them.
Well, I wonder if Sal, because Sal likes to go on the Stern Fan Network, and I don't know what was going on over there, but he could have taken a real beating.
I do not believe that fucking psycho asshole Sal. Why don't you fire that useless creep? Fire Richard while you're at it. You can get any two faggots off the street to do what they do. These two faggots have no right to fuck with Artie this way. This rant Sal went on is embarrassing to the show. You should be ashamed of that segment. However, it was great radio. Why can't Sal understand that Artie is a great talent? He has a career in movies and television because of his talent. He has done stand-up for years because of his talent. Sal's a fucking hack with very little talent. He can't accept that Artie gets paid 50 times as much money because he's better than they are. He gets special authority bus station lick balls for $25 each. They would love it. And finally, a guy sums it up. I'll read you the last one.
All right.
Jesus, stop the screaming. The problems that are happening can all be attributed to one thing. People love Artie, and it hurts them when he says mean things to them. Artie can't stand being loved, and he will meet true admiration with a flamethrower. Sal and Richard do admire Artie. They do resent being goofed on so regularly. Artie should say he's sorry, and Gary should too. Give the guys their due.
Okay,
what did Gary do?
That guy sounds like a rational guy, but, I mean, isn't the show about busting each other's balls? I mean, I don't feel I say anything mean about them.
Well, some people feel you have been too mean. I will read some of the email that was negative. Artie is such a fat baby. He makes millions from the show. Don't belittle dudes that make shit money just because you are a hungry, petulant turd.
Well,
Artie's comments about Sal's kids, way out of line. His kids didn't do anything. Fat boy should be ashamed of making these statements. I don't particularly like Sal, but Artie went too far.
That was out of line.
So there it is.
I agree with that. But,
wow, Artie, you really came off like a pompous piece of shit this morning on the wrap-up show.
Oh.
Where do you get off telling people that they're not comedians? I've seen Sal's act and your act. Thinking back on them, they are different. If he isn't a comedian, then you're not one either. Wow. You're a fat sidekick with drug stories. See, everybody's...
It's just shit on Artie Day, ain't it?
Well, listen, there was a lot of shit flying. I'm reading you the email. I have to say it was the 99% with Artie, though. I'm telling you what I'm reading here. A lot of people feel that Sal and Richard are experiencing some sort of jealousy with Artie, and they're taking it out on him.
Well, I think they feel like second-class citizens.
Right.
And I've noticed, now nothing has happened here that's different, but they have begun to act as if they don't belong. They keep themselves closed up in their little room.
Right.
They don't talk to anybody. And they're back there feeding each other's insecurity.
So why couldn't Richard just take no for an answer? If you go to any other job, they've been fired.
All right. Well, I'll play you some of the tape. Artie, you did, you really were going at it. I sensed real anger in this.
Listen, how would you, that initial blow-up Sal had, if you want to take that out and write it down, look at that on paper, that is...
I would like to do that. It was vicious.
I want somebody to take Sal's initial blow-up and write it out for me, and I will read it out loud.
So you gotta,
that's a good idea.
You gotta look at it that way. So anything I say after that is kind of like, hey, what the fuck? I'm just defending myself after that, you know?
You know, sometimes these arguments for me get to the point where I don't remember why they started.
Right.
Like, you know, they just kind of happen.
Well, it was a conversation on the wrap-up show the day before about Artie getting special treatment.
And then
that started.
And then they kitchen sinked everything. They put every gripe that they had against Artie, they piled on that day. This was wrong with Artie, that was wrong with Artie. So Artie had nothing to
Fred,
do.
no one's gotten your opinion on this, and that's mainly because we usually forget you're here.
Well,
but now that you've chimed in,
I'm calling for a Fred segment on that.
Hold on, let me see if I can find that theme music. I mean, there's no sense in that.
I'll give you a 2 for today too.
This is great. All right.
Thank you.
As long as we're playing here, let's do it right. I can't wait. Fred's going to weigh in on this.
He's a Fred, he's wonderful Fred. 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 He's wonderful, wonderful Fred.
Thanks to Joey Pajamas for that theme.
Yes, yeah. Beautiful theme.
Legendary. All right, Fred, please tell us, what are you thinking? Did you hear the wrap-up show clips? Would you like
I did hear the wrap-up show clips, and I don't want to comment on those as of yet. But taking it from when Sal walked in and the clips and everything like that, it started off with one conversation, and as the conversation kept evolving, Sal kept letting out more and more stuff that he was mad at Artie about. And that was unfair. I mean, if Artie's getting special treatment, then just focus on that. He took it to, even the score about, like him, maybe not being nice to him, ribbing on him and whatever. What they forget is Artie's a comedian.
Well, be angry with me if Artie's getting special treatment.
Yeah, but no, they're just angry at Artie. At that point, they're taking anything they can to get their point across. Artie is a comedian. I mean, when he does the stuff with, high-pitch Mike, high-pitch Mike is getting cranked up, but you can clearly see, and at least I can see it, that Artie's just goofing with him. And I think that's what it started with yesterday, but these guys just kept going and going and
there
going.
Was real anger.
And then when Sal got into that thing about saying, Artie was shit on Mad TV and that his movie sucked, that was, number one, it was all lies. And it was just mean. And at that point, Artie had no recourse except to, go at him.
Sounds to me like you're endorsing Artie.
I'm endorsing Artie on this one.
Yeah. It's never really clear to me what Fred is going to come out with.
I got that out of him.
Yeah. No, I'm saying I didn't know where he stood.
He was taking a guess, and he guessed right.
But it wasn't always acting like, whatever. It's like, look, Howard, I feel
it was interesting to hear what Fred had to say.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no.
And by the way,
I'm glad we...
And by the way, speaking of wackos, I think Seinfeld is the wacko, so there you go.
All right, there you go.
That's my opinion.
Fred giving us 2 opinions.
He said it would be a 2 for today.
Yeah, I usually limit him to 1, but...
Can I tell you why I think he's a wacko?
All right.
All right, there you go. He's America's sweetheart, and yet here's the guy that was dating a 17-year-old high school student, and also he stole another guy's wife when she just came back from a honeymoon. What kind of normal guy does that?
What were the details of that? Is that basically what happened?
That's exactly what happened.
Got married, went on her honeymoon.
They got married in June. She came back. She cut her honeymoon short by a week.
Right.
She was in Italy. She came back. He was at a sports club. It was a gym because apparently he liked to trot his girls to this particular sports club. And that's where he met her. I know the sports club because I was there while all this happened. And I've heard stories because I go to that. Yeah, I go to that sports club.
Yeah. So he was sort of whining and dining her.
Oh yeah, he had his sights set on her. He wanted what he shouldn't have.
And so I guess she couldn't get out of the wedding. She went through with it, went on the honeymoon, and then cut it short, came back, and never saw her.
And apparently she was the one that was hawking this guy, Niederlander, to get married.
Right.
He wasn't so sure he wanted to marry her. But she kept going, come on, let's get married. Come on, let's get married. Come on, let's get married. They got married. They went on the honeymoon. She came back. She dumped him, went with Seinfeld.
And publicly humiliated him, basically.
Well, Fred on fire today with opinions, and certainly
Seinfeld's the wacko, and Artie's innocent.
I agree with Fred on both counts.
All right, Fred, you've even gotten Robin's
2 for 2.
Good for you, Fred. A good segment, I guess.
Listen, but the other thing is, it's like, look, Howard, I think you were being nice to me yesterday and saying, I came here with some major show business career. Whether it was major or not,
you had a career.
It was a career.
But the other thing is, no, of course it wasn't. I made a good money. I did all right. But I didn't come in here with an attitude like I did have a major career. You know what I mean? I didn't.
Right.
They're sort of projecting that on me. Like, what evidence do they have that I came in here going, listen, guys.
Well, why don't I play the clip?
It's your luckiest day ever.
Right, because you get to work with me.
I came in here as humble as I still am now, and as just as appreciative as I am now.
But, Artie, why don't I play the clips now? And then, who knows, Fred might even comment some more. You don't know.
Yes.
Or Fred could change his mind.
That's right.
My mind.
That's right.
No,
well, listen, again,
I'm pretty confident I'm going to stay right there.
My only defense about whatever I say is that Sal continues to say brutal shit. And the other thing that comes out is Richard is pulling people aside and talking about me. That is just creepy, and I don't want to deal with... I don't want any, like, office politics like that. It's awful. I don't want to deal with that.
David, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
I'm kind of on the side with Sal Richard on this one, Artie, man. I love you, but it seems to me that you were a little out of line. I agree that...
I wish your phone was better. I like you, but I wish your phone was better.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's just breaking up.
We just heard that you're for me, right?
No, man. I'm on the side of Sal Richard on this one. You were a little out of line on the show yesterday, dude.
Okay, but listen, I'm saying, did you hear what Sal said to me on the air? I mean, come on.
Did. I agree with Sal was a little out of line with things, but you seem to me like to be like a little bit of a baby, and somebody's like, am I a real comedian or aren't I? And you had to, like, scream and yell your point home that who was a comedian and who isn't.
All right.
I mean,
well,
listen,
okay.
The conversation got there because it got ugly. I'm not proud of it.
Lee, you're on the air.
Hi, how y'all doing tonight? Hey, everything that Artie said was right, but it doesn't change the fact that the three of them have provided me with more belly laughs on the history of the show than anyone else. And, well,
that's true. So maybe the three of them are... Hey, he's almost drawing the Three Stooges analogy, Artie. You're Mo, and those two are Larry and Curly.
This is the very first Three Stooges analogy I've been involved with where I'm not Curly.
Good for you. You've been elevated.
Right.
What is it, Jason, who was very much involved in this whole... you were the guy who actually told Artie what Richard was saying behind his back.
And there's some people in an email that are actually angry with Jason because they think he kind of does these weasel moves.
I do. I felt horrible.
I liked his moves.
Thank you.
Yes.
No, I really did.
It was a weasel move, yes.
Jason has learned well.
I felt bad. I was fanning the flames for
no bigger
no
weasel than me, and I've passed my genetics on to him.
Came here an innocent kid.
I just do want to tell it wasn't like Richard pulled me aside to badmouth you. I was just trying to say on the wrap-up show, which I stand by with that. I think Richard was angrier at you than he was letting on based off things he said, but it's not like he's running around.
Where was he saying it, though?
Over the course of a normal conversation that you just, we're friends, we hang out, but it's not like he's running around pulling people aside, bad-mouthing you. That's all I want to clarify, because I know... Let me
teach you something else.
What?
When you're a weasel, don't try to weasel out.
Don't try to weasel out.
Richard asked me to come in and say that, and it's the truth. I'm not making it up.
Yeah, but how did the conversation get to me? And what?
Well, let's listen to
Richard. Is there anything you want to tell me bad about Artie?
Yeah, why? That's the point. Why in a normal, friendly conversation am I coming up?
I don't know. But it wasn't like he pulled me aside and said, let me badmouth Artie.
When Richard badmouthed Artie...
It was more like every...
Why did it even come up in the first place? What was Richard's whole...
Did you go on a fishing expedition?
I'm pretty sure it was one of those days a couple months ago where Artie either made fun of one of their phone calls on the air or,
And Richard said what to you about Artie?
He was angry that, he felt that Artie says one thing to his face and then another thing behind his back, and that, Artie, just constantly undermines him and puts him down, and he doesn't get it, and it really upsets him.
That to be the case. I mean, am I constantly...
No, I tell you, they're under a delusion back there. They're making each other paranoid.
I sit here, and there's times I've had tears coming out of my eyes crying at some of the shit they've done. What are they talking about?
They never hear any of that.
Well, let's get to the wrap-up show, because it got ugly, and not everybody heard it.
It is ugly.
It is ugly. It's as ugly as it gets. Here we go in no particular order, Robin. I don't know how much of this you heard.
I didn't hear much of anything.
All right, so then you are probably lucky to be hearing this
Yes,
now.
I am.
All right.
Sal cares so much about what the audience thinks of him that I was surprised that he showed that side of himself to the audience today. Sal set himself back 100 years, because it's almost like a a racist who doesn't want to be racist, and then one day he just blows up and starts blurting out the N-word. Like, that was a side of Sal that even I'd never seen before.
Well, here you go. Sal thinks every listener is as big an asshole as he is. You understand? Because when Sal was just a listener, he was the bitter motherfucker. And if you made him mad, he was the one who got on the computer like a little faggot with no time on his hands and said, we hate Fred because he said this, and we hate Artie because he said this. He thinks everybody is as big a lunatic and a psychopath as he is. So that's why he cares what the audience thinks so much, because he thinks they're all as nuts as him. Guess what, Sal? They're not. They're all normal compared to you. You're the nut. I find him to be, I never thought he was funny. I think he's a winner of a radio contest that we let come on the show. He's willing to blow Richard and make phony phone calls. He's nothingness.
Well, then it escalated.
There you go.
I'm just going to play them.
That was before Sal got there.
Wow. Yeah, you gave it to him good, and then Sal finally came in to defend himself, and then it got even better.
It's so funny how Sal, this is another example of how he wants to be in the comedy community so long. A middler, Sal doesn't know what the fuck a middler is, more than he knows what ammonia is. He's not a comedian. He's not a comedian. He's not. He's not. I don't care what. I mean, and that's me being truthful. And, I mean, look, he can have those opinions all he wants about my comedy, but would it hurt me? Like, it would hurt me more if Bob Levy felt that than it did Sal. If Sal was going to critique my, like, say I became a swindling, dishonest stockbroker, and I wanted to milk people out of money, and I wasn't educated, and I somehow passed a Series 7 test because I paid somebody off or I cheated, and married a chick way hotter than I should have, and somehow had children with her, and then embarrassed her in life. If I was that guy and he insulted that lifestyle, like you said, you're horrible at swindling people. You're a horrible phony stockbroker. Then I'd be upset because that's something he's an expert at. I'll go on the record right now. I'm not angry at all. I think Sal is
not angry.
He's not funny. He's not talented on any level. He's a horrible stand-up comic. And the reason he got mad at Nick DiPaolo and blew up at him that one time is because Nick looked at him. Like, you got to understand, a guy like Nick, he's not as famous as Sal because Sal's on this show. So a guy like Nick, who's a brilliant comic, looks at Sal as like literally like a monkey, like he's a monkey act. Sal is Beetlejuice to Nick. Right. So it just hurts Nick to do a gig with Beetlejuice. You know what I mean? Like I got to do he's a whack-packer. Right. And that's how Nick will always look at him. And quite frankly, that's how I look at him.
Wow, that's rough. Yeah. You know, like it left the world of funny into rough.
Tough love.
Rough.
Well, the funny train moved out a long time ago.
Funny train.
Wow. Mean train has pulled in.
Let's keep going with it. What the hell? You were on fire. And Sal does come into the argument eventually.
I'm not an angry guy.
This is Richard, his wife.
Oh. I'm not an angry guy. I get annoyed.
You're passive-aggressive. Well, listen, dude. Listen, just stay clear of me. I don't want to talk to you two anymore. I really don't. Because I don't like you guys either. How's that sound?
I never said I don't like you.
No, I don't like you or Sal. So from this day on, stay clear of me. And we won't have any trouble.
It's like the Godfather.
And if you write a song parody about me, I may take my jabs again.
What, I can't say that I get a little annoyed when you rag
That's not what Jason's saying, and quite frankly, I believe what Jason's saying.
Well, what did I say, then?
Do you want me to go into it?
Go ahead, man. Yeah. It's out on the table.
He first of all, he gets insanely angry, when you guys take a swipe at his comedy, and he'll just go on and on about it. But more vicious than you're getting on the air. Who does Artie think he is? He says one thing to your face and then another thing behind your back.
That's true.
But you say it in a very malicious.
No, I have said that because. And
you say it angry, much angrier than you're saying it on the air.
I don't want to go and rehash the whole thing where we argued at your roast.
I think that when you took a shot at Richard's comedy, it wasn't during your roast part.
It was
earlier in the morning we were talking about it, or earlier in the evening, and you just sort of said offhand, I think Richard's act sucked. He took that very hard.
Listen, part of show business is being phony. It really is. I got news for you. Everybody in this room thinks that they're going to go on and be the honest people that they think they are. You can't live in show business like that. You have to be dishonest. Does Gary like Gina Gershon? No. But I'm not like Gary dying to hear her album? No. But you have to be phony. You have to, otherwise you will not survive in this business. You will not.
Yeah, but I'm not that kind of person. I'm not a phony. And when you said to me after that gig, I took it literal when you said I did a good job.
I didn't even see your set, Richard.
Well, then you said, why'd you say good job?
Because I was being phony.
Wow. I mean, it was some wrap-up show. You know, for me, I got to say, you know, as somebody who has a radio show and, you know, the channels are, after all, called Howard 100 and Howard 101, it gives me a good feeling to know after we leave that there's good radio going on. And I didn't even have to be there.
You know, they should rename it the Truth Serum Show because more people say
crazy crap.
Crazy stuff on that show than anywhere else.
Let me tell you something. Again, could you imagine if we lived in a world where everybody walked around being dead honest? No one would talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Well, you made a very good point.
You know, it's like... I mean,
let's continue here. Sal gets into the fray finally with you. I guess you kind of sucked him into the conversation.
Yeah, it's a big mistake.
How much of what you said did you really mean?
And be honest, Al.
I'm being honest. I'm always honest. That's my problem.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Mm-hmm.
I said what I had to say, and that's it. And anybody can interpret it any way they like.
So you're saying you stand
it's not like looking at a Picasso and interpreting it, dickhead. What you said is pretty clear, and you said it angry.
All right, so take it any way you want to take it.
I'm going to take it as you said it, so never fucking talk to me again.
All right. He's so brilliant. It's like the scripture. You have to interpret it.
Yeah, he got deep. He got deep there.
I'm going to analyze it.
He wouldn't answer the question.
Well, maybe what he meant was.
Yeah, right. Good.
I meant a lot of things. I think that Artie is two-faced. I think Artie, you know, one day he's helping you, the next day he's just constantly jabbing at you, consistently throwing you under the bus. And
on the air. I do stuff on the air. We're not all different on the air. It's not a show on the air.
Yeah, it is.
What do you want me to do? Say something kissing your ass every second on the air?
No, I'm not asking for that.
I lose my job in 2 seconds.
But you're consistent
I'm trying
with
to say funny things.
All right, well, it's not working.
Why do you care so much what Artie thinks?
Because I admire and respect the guy, and I've always made that clear.
What? So now you're saying something completely different.
Right. How do you admire and respect a guy?
I don't know. That's what, listen, let's
how do you
leave
admire and respect
Sal,
a guy?
You're not smart enough to get out of this right now. You're an idiot. And I don't want to talk to you ever.
So stop talking to me.
Well, the argument continued. Would you like to hear more?
Yes, this is amazing.
Right. Here we go.
If this show had a budget for writers, you guys would be whack-packers still.
This show does have a budget for writers.
Oh, yeah? Barely.
See, that's the thing, Artie. You don't know what we write. We're on Lotus Notes every day.
I've seen you guys write. The last couple of sketches you wrote that didn't involve a phone call or a reality thing, I mean, my God, they were so embarrassingly bad. Like,
Was Porn Star Family Feud good? You said it was great, and it was a great idea.
That was your idea.
I came,
No.
But I'm saying,
have an idea like that.
Okay, there it is. There's the rebuttal. So when you challenge me, you go back to 6-year-old.
I'm talking about a sketch where everybody in the sketch is a character. There's no porn stars who are meth to bail you out when you need something funny.
What sketch were you in?
Hold on, Sal. I got to step in for a second, because you said something that's really making me nuts. We did Porn Star Family Feud long before you were anywhere near this show.
I know that. I know that.
But don't take credit for writing.
Hold on. It was the idea of old versus new. That's the idea I came up with.
I'm talking about a full sketch. I want you to bring out every full sketch. That's what a real writer does. That's what a real writer does. A real writer doesn't fucking make phony phone calls and say cunt when someone answers the phone.
We don't work for Mad TV. We don't do sketch writing. We do audio stuff. We've done audio bits.
You're not writers. You're not a writer.
Well, are they performers? Like, what do you consider that?
They're whack-packers. They're the same way we have fun with a whack-packer, we have fun with them.
Wow.
So, Artie, is it real? Was there any detente yesterday?
No.
Or are you three not talking to one
Right now, I'm not Right now, I don't want to talk to them, no.
Right.
I don't want to see them.
What will happen when you walk outside, let's say during a break to go to the bathroom or something?
And you see them in the hall.
Right. What will you do?
I don't know. I'll look the other way. I don't know.
You will look the other way?
I will try to.
Yes.
What
if they say hello to you? Will you not say hello back?
Well, I'm afraid anything I might say would be ribbing them.
Right.
You see, I'm famous for doing things like this around
how should he handle it?
so I'm really good at it.
I'm going to get some hints from Robin.
I want to hear it.
Robin's turned off.
Robin has cut off. I remember her cutting off John for a while. I got to see how you do that.
What is it, Gary?
I just have one small request, because I know there's a lot of clips to play, and I wasn't sure if you were going to finish it. But if you play one more, play the last one, number 9. This is how the show ended. This is the last 2 minutes of the show. All
right.
It has nothing to do with stand-up. It's about everything on the show. We're constantly being berated by him. So after a while, it festers in you, and I blew up
And
today.
I'm not constantly being berated by you through, like, dumb song parodies or bits or stupid shit like that.
Yeah, but to me, that there's a little bit more talent behind that with being creative. You're just doing underhand jabs, like my kids die of AIDS, and you're a queer. There's nothing there. I mean, there's no substance.
You're the man who wrote the line, I hope your father falls off a ladder.
You have to make it interesting. If I wrote something lame, it wouldn't be on the air. I mean, you're talking about it now because it's controversial. You have to make it interesting.
So what I do doesn't take talent talking on the mic all
It does, of course it does. But I'm saying that we constantly feel like you constantly jab.
And guess what? I'm not going to stop doing it. So I don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't like the two of you.
Fine. I said I blew up, and I blew up. I'm moving on. There's nothing I could do about it.
Well, good. So that's it. I don't want to talk to you guys anymore. I really don't like you guys. I really don't.
I think Richard's bummed out because he feels...
Fuck him. I don't give a fuck. He's the one who starts. He's the one who talks behind my back.
No,
he's the one who says I'm a backstabbing jerk off. I agree with Jason. You know you say that shit. I could tell the way you act. So don't ask me for more advice or about, I'm not going to tell anyone else at Rescue Me that you're available for a job. And don't talk to me about your goofy acting. God, I would love to see you act doing something in that acting class.
Your acting
it's probably
fucking
so
sucks.
bad.
Your acting's awful.
But guess what? I passed auditions. I got hired.
Rescue Me stunk.
What leg do you
got hired so
that?
you can flap your fat lips on the show and plug it.
Right.
And it was disgusting to call yourself Artie Lang from Rescue Me on Letterman after all the fucking things Howard did for you. That was awful, too.
What do they call you?
Shut up. Don't talk to me, Artie.
What do they call you on Letterman? What do they call you on Letterman?
Don't talk to me.
What do they call you on Letterman, Sal?
They call me Sal Governale. Somebody who works for the Howard Stern Show and is proud of it.
That's not me. Really, Sal, go fuck yourself. I never want to see you again. Stay in your little smelly hole.
And thank you for listening to the rap.
Stay in your little smelly fucking hole.
And thank you for listening to the rap show.
Put on some more makeup, you raccoon.
Howard 100, Howard 100.
Howard, you have to understand, when Artie's going, stay in your
I didn't know you didn't like Gina Gershon.
You know what I like? John Hine calmly going, Howard 100, Howard 101.
When Artie's going, stay in your fucking hole, Sal's at the door, still yelling like it was so real.
Yeah. Well, of course
Sal's
it's
yelling,
real.
Fuck you, and Artie's going, go in your fucking hole.
Look, sometimes you interact with people you don't like. I don't like those guys.
Did this screw up your diet yesterday? Did you manage to... Were you so upset that you had to start eating?
I thought about that, too.
You know what? No, I actually stayed on it.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
You're going to show them.
That's the most... Right.
That's right. Good for you.
Doing it for them.
Wow. Well, actually, there was one or two more clips. I don't know if you want to hear them.
I mean, that was amazing.
Yeah, that was good stuff. I have one here called Sal and the Power of the Show.
Okay.
And then I have another one, Bob Levy on Who is a Comedian.
Oh, Bob Levy on Who is a Comedian.
Levy went to the mic. This is classic Levy.
Right.
Levy went to the mic, Howard, and the first 10 seconds, no one knew what he said.
All right, let's hear it.
Bob, you work with both these guys on the road. Yeah. Where do you assess this? Is Sal not a comedian?
Okay, Artie comes from like this, from us that we're comedians. We talk about comedians.
Thank you, my mouthpiece. Thank you.
No, we're comedians. We started as comedians, and things led from there. Sal started on the show and was able to get into comedy from the show.
Was I doing comedy with you at open mics and going to your shows 2 years before Howard hired me?
Don't count open mics. A monkey could go to an open mic, you moron.
But it's paying your dues. It's working your stuff out.
Yeah, but you never paid your dues. You didn't come up the way you're supposed to come up.
How did I not come up the way?
The open mics never led to anything. You lighting Gary's teeth on fucking... I mean, that's what... You're a fucking crazy caller that we gave a job to.
They don't just give a job to anybody, Artie.
Yeah, it was a contest. I mean, what the fuck?
I didn't win the contest. I was hired just like you.
You didn't win the contest. Hold on, guys. How do you answer the charge that Howard leveled against you guys today that it's similar to the way somebody won American Idol? That you're at that big level.
Yeah, Howard said it, not me.
Maybe you haven't earned it. And I'm not saying...
I don't care. I'm not looking for... I'm not looking to... I just want to do my job and have a little more respect for Artie.
And then just stay... You're not getting it now. Stay away from me. Do your job and I'll do mine.
It's all rather sad, actually.
Yeah.
Really? I'm not sad at all.
Well, you know what? I thought we had a happy little home here.
I did, too.
I didn't know all this dissension was brewing under the surface.
When we came to Satellite, it seemed as if everyone was excited and loving one another, and now here we are.
It's a big rift.
2 years into the experiment, and things are worse than ever.
A chasm has opened.
A jism.
A jism. Somebody shot jizz into the chasm.
That's right. Chasm is filled with jism.
That's what happened.
I do have this clip called Sal and the Power of the Show. I haven't heard it.
I want to hear Sal's Power of the Show speech.
I would just replay this whole show, and then I could go home.
You don't even know what a middler is. You're a doofus. When's the last time you... Sal, before you got on the show, when's the last time you were at a club in Iowa on the road talking about middlers?
First of all, I'm not comparing my comedy to yours.
There's no comparison.
Exactly. If that's how you want to look at it, that's fine. What I was talking about is that...
You're not a comedian. You want to be in that club. You go to the Comedy Cellar and try to, like, kiss everybody's ass to get on stage.
Oh, whose ass have I kissed?
Everybody I've ever seen. Everybody you've ever come in contact with.
Tell me one ass I've kissed. I haven't kissed anybody's asses. I've worked in bars. I've worked at open mics. I continue to do that stuff.
And you'd still be doing it if you weren't on this show.
But I am on this show, Artie. I made it on the show. And where would you be if Howard didn't hire you? You'd be dead in the gutter on a fucking heroin overdose.
Well,
you couldn't even hold the job.
You couldn't
even hold the jobs that you had because you were a fucking junkie. You're the fucking idiot and loser. At least I'm smart enough to hold myself together and keep my family together through tough times and not bail with drugs. So you're the fucking idiot.
I don't have any fucking kids.
You.
I don't have any kids or a wife.
You never can.
And you're clearly
your testicles are fucking corroded because you weren't confident enough to write good shit. Otherwise, you'd still be on Mad TV.
Write good shit. You're an idiot.
You write the sketches. You write the pranks. You do them.
Dope. You're a dope.
I'm a dope. I'm telling the truth.
Somebody just called up with every once in a while the fans call in with a phony phone call. It's just as funny as the shit you do.
And you know what? And we applaud them and we thank them and we continue to tell them to send stuff in.
Well, maybe one day they'll be taking your job if they work for cheaper.
Maybe they will.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
Are your testicles really dried up and you're not able to have children? I don't know.
Are you shooting dust, Ernie?
Well, here's the thing. They are, and I want to know how he knows that.
Well, let me tell you.
Some sort of doctor.
Do you guys want me to set up some sort of parameters in the halls and stuff? Like maybe I should have Sal and Richard come in?
No, I think we could be mature. I mean, look, if they want to come, I'm surprised they haven't come in.
You're not going to fight or anything.
Oh, no. I might. Well, if I do, look, that's my swan song.
No, we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want you having to make that decision or us having to make that decision about you.
Wow.
So I suggest that we get Keith Abelow in here.
I don't know if he could solve that.
To work out some kind of group counseling session.
Who is the feud guy?
Oh, that other guy, that Croce guy.
Croce's head exploded when he
You might need both of them.
We'll hook up Abelow and Croce. Jessica Hahn, you're on the air. What do you think?
I think what's it, Sal? He's always with we. We think Richard's we.
Because they're married. Yeah. He and Richard are married.
It's like they're fucking married. And then he's screaming about Artie at the very end about his heroin and he's in no talent. Who the fuck is Sal? Who the fuck is he? Him and Richard are in that room, And he's like, we think this. He's never said once, I think this. It's always we. We think Artie's hurt our feelings. He does go around telling people, pulling them off to the side. Artie hurt his feelings because he thinks he's not funny. We think Artie's not funny. We think Artie's it's his heroin thing. Artie gets away with murder.
They shouldn't be discussing Artie so much anyway.
Yeah,
I don't know
really. I mean, it's weird.
But I'm telling you, the two of them are like, you know, victims of some kind of war where they're hiding in their little bunker, feeding each other.
Like rape victims. Or
yeah, you know, feeding each other's paranoia.
All right, let's go to... Thank you, Jessica.
All right, thank you.
All right. Hello, you're on the air. This is Mike. Mike in Boston.
Hey now.
Hey now, Mike.
How's it going, guys?
All right.
Hey, this whole thing with Artie and Sal, man, he's right. It comes down to jealousy.
Right.
And, you know, Sal just got a lot of other things going on. He blew up at Artie, but he's more concerned with what's going on with the rest of his life.
Well, he can't take it out on Artie.
No, yeah, that's exactly right, you know, but the whole blow-up, I think, is just him being fed up with his whole life.
Well, you might be right, Mike. I don't know.
You know, but I also wanted to call out because I actually talked to you yesterday, and I watched that Miss Howard reality.
Miss Howard Stern reality show debuted on Howard TV, yes.
Oh, man, she is a mess.
You sure?
It's a pretty amazing show, actually.
She's trying to bang this guy. She's talking about his big cock. And she all of a sudden she's in the bathroom with him, and she falls in the bathtub. And all of a sudden she's in the bathtub. She's naked. She's ridiculous. I don't know what goes on with this girl.
I got to say, you know, when the guys came to me and they said, we want to create a reality show for Andrea, Miss Howard Stern. And I said, you know, gee, well, okay, let's see what happens. And they put together a great show. And I don't think there's a minute in that show that's slow.
She may be too real.
Yeah, she's very, very real. And I saw the first. I haven't seen the second episode yet, but I'm really looking forward to it.
Halfway, the whole beginning of the show is her sitting at this picnic trying to figure out which guy at the party's got the biggest cock.
Yeah, and then once she figured it out, she zeroed in on it.
How does she know? She can, like, look at guys and size them up like that?
No, her friend had seen the guy's deck, and she said he has a really big one.
She kept asking her if anyone there, like, oh, how big's he, and this and that, and then she's like, I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what, I even saw an unedited, a version that was even less edited. In other words, they have to make it tight to make it interesting television. And she was just on a mad frenzy for finding a big penis. But
so she likes them big, huh?
Yeah, she likes them big. But, yeah, well, we have more episodes coming up, by the way. That's only the first one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of them because, man, I'll tell you what, she's a mess.
All right, cool, Mike. Thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah, the second I saw that show, I knew it was a hit.
It was a hit.
Yeah, I did. So, boy, that's fun.
I finally saw the French fries out of the nose thing.
Oh.
And what's great about that, too, is, amongst a million great things about it, is her tits pop out at the very end.
Dude, you know, I got to take... I know this is radio, but I need to take a look at that clip real quick. It's so fat. Hey, guys, can you play that for me now? I want to see what that looks like. I feel kind of jealous that I haven't seen the French fries come out.
Her breasts pop out as she's vomiting?
Yeah, she's wearing one of those halter tops or whatever.
Her breasts pop out. She reminds me of little Annie Fanny in Playboy.
Yeah. Right, who can't keep the clothes on.
Because then she goes on that slip and slide. Oh, wait, here she is. Play the audio, too.
It'll take 2 seconds if you want to see it.
Yeah, I want to see it. Of course I want to see it.
I don't know. It's coming out of my nose. It's so gross. It's French fries. I'm choking on it.
Tits are out.
God. And it burns my nose. Oh, my God. I told you I was sick.
The tits hanging out.
There's French fries coming out of my nose. I told you I didn't feel good on a napkin anymore.
Her whole nip is out.
Yeah.
How do you,
How do you keep going? The buzz is just flying.
Talk about daddy's worst nightmare.
Howard TV has to have more reality shows and more
Whew. Where are we going to find another star like Andrea?
Well, I'm working up an idea with the guys about a game show.
Oh.
Like, in other words, that wouldn't occur on our show. It would just be its own thing.
Right.
You know, that's what's so beautiful about having your own television network, Robin.
I see.
You know, we can...
Beautiful thing.
Yeah, we can just...
Original programming.
Original programming. I want to set up a whole department immediately. I guess it's all based on how many subscribers we have, because the more we have, the more money we get to make these shows.
Yes.
You know, they're not cheap, actually. I realize that even making a reality show...
Takes a lot of money.
You got to get crews on there and shoot. You have to shoot and shoot and shoot, because, you know, there's not...
Right, you got to have hundreds of hours of footage.
I mean, not everyone's an Andrea where every second something cool is happening.
Most people, you have to wait a long time.
Yeah. So, you even have to sit there while they sleep, you know what I mean, and pass out. And It's like, it's a whole thing. So, and then you got to edit it and get in the studio. And then the hard part is putting it together so it's like a coherent story.
Yeah,
you know?
it's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah, I'm figuring out what should be in and what should be out.
She she might be even more fascinating than Anna Nicole Smith.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I think that's why she wanted to do this. She was like, Anna Nicole Smith's life is nothing compared to hers.
Well, she's Anna Nicole Smith, except she's sad.
What?
All right. Oh, and Sal and Richard, do you guys want to work out the parameters of your relationship with Artie?
Yeah, I can't believe they haven't come in here. Are they afraid to come into the studio now?
Seems that way.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Really?
Is that how we're going to be affected?
I don't know.
Is that the punishment?
Where are the boys?
They've got a spokesperson.
Oh, here's JD. Yeah, what's up?
I am the spokesperson.
Go ahead.
They said they are fine.
They're fine what? I want to work out the parameters.
If they're fine, why aren't they here?
They said they are fine.
I'm telling you, we need somebody to psychologically counsel the two of them. They're going crazy on their own.
Did they really just send J.D. in here?
Yes, they did.
That is so pussy.
Come on.
I tell you, they're losing it back there.
Mm-hmm. I might be back with you.
I won't take any jabs, guys. I won't take any jabs.
They must be afraid of you.
Yeah, they obviously are hurt.
I won't take any jabs, guys. Come on.
You babies, get in here.
Wow. Artie took a jab at me. Artie took a jab at me, Jason. Did you hear that?
What are you, girl?
Oh, Artie talked behind my back. I think he's two-faced.
I just got a note here. J.D. is a horrible spokesperson. That's not what they said.
Oh,
and they
come
say,
in and speak for yourself.
They say they are too busy working to come in here.
Oh.
Oh, what bullshit.
Sure.
What bullshit.
All right, well.
Is that how they're going to treat this?
Evidently.
You have requested their presence.
Yeah, you're right, exactly. What the fuck is going on here?
Bullshit. Captain Jenks, you're on the air in Philadelphia.
Hey, good morning, Howard. I saw something extremely funny, one of the most inappropriate things I've ever seen in my life yesterday.
What was that?
I was in a courtroom, right? And it was to take care of a ticket.
Right.
And I'm standing there, and there's somebody in front of me who was standing in front of the judge.
Yeah.
And there's quite a few people in the room. And the judge was a woman. And all of a sudden I hear, dropping loads, like that.
Yeah.
The dude's cell phone started ringing in front of the judge.
He had a dropping loads ringtone?
Yeah. And the judge fucking fined him.
Oh, yeah, dropping loads.
The judge fucking fined him $25 for having his cell phone on his
Wet cunt.
Well, that's what the two cops I saw yesterday must have had. Because they played it into
You heard it too, huh? I heard he's making a bunch of dough with those ringtones.
He said, yeah, that they're going like hotcakes, according to Lisa G.
Yeah.
Going like what?
Can you imagine a guy's up in front of a judge, a female judge, and then dropping loads starts coming out of his...
Howard,
Not good.
Oh, yeah, dropping loads.
It's outselling my ringtone of "You Want Some Heroin."
Imagine you're the guy's lawyer, and you just sit there and you go, you know, asshole, I had you out of this.
Right.
As soon as I heard it, I knew what it was.
First of all, you turn it off anyway.
Yeah, you're not supposed to have a cell phone on in the courtroom.
That's right.
Dropping loads.
Oh, yeah, dropping loads.
Well, it could have been worse. It could have been wet cunt.
That was a very important call.
Wet cunt.
You should have seen the look on the judge's face. I mean, I don't think she knew exactly what that was.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew what it was, and I looked around, and there were other people that were laughing, so they knew what it was.
Dropping loads all over Sal's magician goatee.
Dropping loads all over
Save
the
it for
judge.
later, bitch.
Wow.
Dropping loads all over
hilarious.
Richard Christie's stinky teeth. Buy a toothbrush, faggot.
I went to ask the guy. I went to ask the guy after it was over if he would call in the show and tell you about it himself.
Yeah.
But he couldn't speak English that well.
Yeah.
Oh.
But he had a Dropping Loads ringtone.
Yeah, exactly.
That he understands.
No, dropping loads all over Ralph's fucking Barry, useless piece of shit. Dropping loads all over Fred's tattoo, wet Martian.
All right, Jenksy.
All right, later.
Later. Captain Jenks, a long-time caller into the show.
The spokesperson is back.
Oh, J.D., the spokesperson for Sal and Richard.
Roy Cohn is back.
Just to let you know what they are working on.
Why would you pick J.D. as a spokesperson? He's the least articulate.
I think I was just walking through the hallways and...
Yeah, you're the only one who would come in for that. But go ahead. What's going on?
Richard is working on a Larry King audiobook.
Great.
And Sal's working on a Gary the Retard Knowledge of the Show game.
Is that their way of showing me that they're doing
They're
good
very busy.
I mean, they're being immature.
Yes, they are.
Richard was really bummed out yesterday that the fight happened on Halloween. He didn't want to ruin the holiday.
Yeah, his whole Halloween day.
Like, that's his whole big day. Yeah. He kind of ruined his day.
Was he upset that I said he came dressed up as a shitty writer?
He took offense to that, yes. I don't mind telling you. Well, I love you all. And
I can't believe they won't come in here.
And I appreciate everyone's contribution to the show, and I hope that you guys work this out. I mean,
know. It's a shame that you have to hear this.
It's very upsetting to me.
I guess there need to be parameters, because they obviously aren't coming into the studio if Artie's in it.
What? Yeah, I mean, guys, seriously, I won't say anything nasty or something. Or what's the matter?
I don't know. I'm a little disappointed.
I mean, they're actually turning down airtime. But don't you
Why
think...
does everybody come in on the wrap-up show, but they won't come in on my show?
Yeah.
Here's J.D.
They got to be kidding me.
They got to stop
I mean, talk about passive-aggressive. This is a way of saying, look, Art, enough of your silliness. We're getting back to writing.
Yes, J.D.?
They want an ISDN line in their office.
See, they can't come in here. They're afraid.
They're afraid to be in a room with Artie?
Yeah.
Boy, that's a pussy move. I never thought I thought those guys were fearless. I guess I had it wrong.
Yeah, I thought they were, too.
Yeah, that's a little shocking to me. I thought they were fearless.
They want an ISDN line in their office.
Well, then you clearly won the argument. If they're afraid to come near you, you're like an angry bear.
Listen.
Who defeated them.
I mean, you know.
They don't want to tangle with the bear again.
You clearly won. You've intimidated them right out of the studio, and they love
And
you.
you know how they love airtime.
I mean, it's like winning an argument with a couple of chimps.
Here's J.D.
I'm back again.
Their spokesperson.
They say they're not mad, they're not busy, and they're not looking for
busy.
Fox contracts to leave the show.
They said they're not mad and they're not busy.
They're not bad, they're busy.
They're not bad.
No.
They're busy.
This
they're
is
busy.
Where are they, J.D.?
They're not mad. They're not busy.
They're not mad, they're busy, and they're not looking for Fox contracts to leave the show.
Fox contract?
Because I had a Fox contract. I got news. I got news. No one's offering it.
You don't think we'll lose them to Fox?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. We should test that. See if we can get someone from Fox to offer them a contract.
Exactly. You're kidding me?
We do have a busy show. In fact, Artie, you'll like this. John Hanson from the USO is going to call in and explain why Artie can't go to Iraq.
Oh, yeah. What happened?
Slash from Guns N' Roses is going to be in here. He just wrote a book.
That is the nastiest rat I've ever seen. I swear to God, I am going to puke. Now, they're going to blend it. I will puke. I will puke. I swear to God, I'll puke.
I had to go out. There's actually a place in Florida, believe it or not, called the Rat Farm. And I had to go see this redneck named Buzzy. Awesome. And what he would do is he gave me you know, they farmed so many rats, a certain amount of them just died just because. So he'd give me the rats that had just died of natural causes, and I'd have to go pick up the rats from the rat farm to come back to be able to do rat milkshakes on the air. So that's the most bizarre by far.
Yeah.
Amongst many bizarre things that we've done, that was the most bizarre for sure.
That sounds like it. Next question is from Eric P. Eric asks, are you still into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
I love it. I would love to do it. I'm out of time. We do 2 shows a day. Plus I do a sports show every other week. And then every Friday I do a talk show on serial killers. So I'm really, really busy, and I wish I could train more. I may take some private lessons. Rob Kahn was talking to me about coming down and doing some private lessons a couple times a week.
Right now, for those of you listening, Hoyce has Brent in a back triangle, and he's squeezing the life out of Brent.
But I still love Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's great exercise. It's a great lifestyle. It's a healthy lifestyle. That's what I like about it the most.
Alex from Hamburg asks, would you consider Bubba a close friend, and do you hang out in private?
Yes, he is a close friend. Since he bought his racetrack, I haven't been able to hang out with him much because it's a business, that racetrack. It's a good business because it's a good, you know, for what they pay for their entertainment dollar. They get a lot for it, but Bubba physically has to be there to run the races, so I don't see him as much as I used to. But, you know, if the racetrack makes him happy, which it really, really does, you can see that he's much happier now owning a racetrack. I think that
At Dave Lamford 28 asks, what is the worst thing you have ever done to piss Bubba off, and how did he react?
It's going to sound lame, but it was kind of big at the time, is we were in Jacksonville one time to do a broadcast, and this was before the days of GPS. It was in 2002, so we really didn't have GPS. So I had MapQuested from the hotel to the radio studio that we had never been to, but we got all kinds of lost, and we walked into the door to the radio station at 6 a.m., so Bubba freaked out. I mean, he was really, really, that's the maddest I've ever seen him. Because you know that feeling of being lost is bad anyway. And being lost and knowing that you have a show to do and no time to do any prep, he was furious about that. So that was the worst. But now we got GPS, so we don't get lost anymore.
Excellent. Next question is from Perry R. Perry asks, who is better on the radio, Howard or Bubba, and what does each bring to the table?
I think, that's not, for me, the way I listen to radio, that's not really fair to compare, because they both do different things. I mean, it's all relative, like asking somebody who's your favorite band. I like different bands for different reasons, and I like them both for different reasons. Howard is, these days, a lot more calm and paced and very deliberate. When I first started listening to Howard in the early 90s, he was all kinds of pissed off. And that's when I really became a fan of Howard, because he would just bring people in machine gun and just mow them down. Bubba, I like on the air. I like on the air because you never quite know. Like sitting in the chair producing the show for the full 4 hours. Honestly, my stomach is in knots because I just don't know what he's going to do. And that's the thing about Bubba, is you just don't know where he's going to go with something. And they're just different like that. Howard's very deliberate, and he kind of knows where he's going to go with things, and Bubba's like a bull in a china shop. So they're different, and you can't really say one's better than the other. It's all relative, and I've got a lot of respect for Phil Hendry too. I mean, I'm a huge fan of his, but they all three do different things, and I think that just like music, you've got to appreciate each air personality for what they do.
Absolutely. Next question comes from at Zuba. Zuba asks, if you had the chance to take over producing Howard's show, would you leave Bubba?
That's a tough question. It really is, because I got a lot of respect for Gary. Gary's a good friend of mine. I love Gary. I really do. And everybody that works at Howard Show does a great job, and they've all been fantastic, just great to me. That would, gosh, it would be tough for me to live in New York City. It would. We have a lot of room here in Florida, and Bubba kind of leaves me to be a little bit more autonomous. So I don't know. It would depend. Bubba's been good to me, so it'd be hard to leave Bubba after he's been so loyal to me after all these years. But Howard's also been great to me as well. So I would do it if Bubba didn't have a show anymore.
Fair enough. And Gary was not working there.
Yeah, I would never take Gary's job. I'd never step on Gary's toes. Gary's a great guy. He really is. People give Gary a hard time, and I know it's fun to goof on Gary, but Gary, deep down, is awesome. I love Gary.
Awesome. I want to thank Fred for taking the time to answer the questions that you, the fans, submitted. Keep sending your questions in. You can tweet them, you can Facebook them, you can email them, you can even send a video submission. Remember, this is your show, so don't screw it up. Until next time, I'm Rachel Fine, and I hope you had a fine time. I had a fine time with you, sir.
Thank you.
That's fantastic. It's enlightening.
You don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You got to be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's going to be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
Good morning, Richie.
Morning.
Welcome back.
Hey, great to be back, man. It's been a long time, baby.
Yeah, it's been a number of years, I think.
But yeah, man,
sir.
too long.
Morning, guys. You just gonna go right in now?
Hey, man.
How are you?
How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. How's everything?
Good.
And then years later,
after
what's cooking?
Looking forward to this, Richie. Looking forward to talking
Absolutely,
to Howard.
man.
You've had a busy last few years. You got a lot to talk about, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. Be a lot of fun.
All right, man. We'll let you get settled.
All good, buddy.
Richie Sambora, you know him from Bon Jovi, of course. I always thought that was weird that John's name got to be the band anyway. It could have just as easily been Sambora. Sambora's a good name for a band.
You know what happened? When we were kids, it's like we really tried to find a name.
Right.
A different name.
Right.
And we couldn't. And John, I mean, we really tried for like months, man, and they all sucked.
Did anyone ever say Sambora?
No. No, they didn't, man. But hey, you know Howard?
Yeah. By the way, you look very
you know what the great thing about making a solo record?
Yes.
You can actually name the band anything you want.
And what did you name?
So we're just kind of rolling with a few names here.
Sambora.
The first name was the Disgusting Rabbis.
Oh, I love that.
I want you to help. You got any ideas?
That's it. Disgusting Rabbis is an unbelievable name.
How about, what's the other one here? We have Satan Castro and the Exiles.
Oh, I like that one.
No, I don't like it. How about
Satan Castro and the Exiles? What are you talking about?
Bon Jovi.
How about the Katy Perry Dancers?
Oh, that's funny.
Richie Sambora and the Katy Perry Dancers.
I like that.
What else we got? We got the Fine Coxmen.
Oh, that's a good one, too. You know what? You're not bad with these names.
We got, let's see.
So choose one now so I can know what to call
I don't know. What do you think?
What else you got?
How about Dick and the Cocktails?
No, I don't like
that.
No? That's right. How about I Fucked Denise Richards? My man.
Steady.
Are you done with her?
Wait.
Are you? I got a million questions for you.
All right, no problem. That's cool.
Go ahead.
No problem, buddy.
I don't hear Howard enough in my cans. Can you turn them up? And Robin, too, please.
Give him a little juice. Scott.
Yeah, I need more juice. You know what I'm saying?
They're doing it back there. They're doing it back because you just stare at Richie like nothing's happening.
Are they listening back there, Scott?
So, Richie, is it true you still take guitar lessons and vocal lessons?
Yes, I do, yeah.
That's an amazing dedication because I happen to think you're one of the best guitar players. You really are a tremendous guitar. And I think you're underrated, are you not?
I'm not sure. In some places I am, and in some places I'm not,
When they
Does he make those lists?
Yeah, when they make lists of some of the greatest guitar players of all time, they leave you off the list, and yet I've seen you play, and I know the music. Why are you left off of those lists?
I think it's a part of, in Bon Jovi, I don't get a chance to actually work out a lot.
Right.
So, in essence, when you make a solo record like this,
right,
man, I got to tell you something. I want you to listen to the record because I think you're really going to like it. I get to wind out a lot more. You know what I felt in rock music? There's not a lot of jamming going on.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I got a bunch of great musicians with me.
Yeah,
and I don't have my electric here today, but
right.
On the record, you'll find a lot of great songs, and me, I get to be a vocalist again, which is always cool.
You started out as a vocalist.
Yeah.
Every band you were ever in, you were a vocalist.
I was a lead singer, yeah.
And then when you hooked up with Bon Jovi, which I don't even remember how the hell you met John and all that, but we'll go into that. But when you hooked up with him, suddenly you're not the lead singer. And is that a blow to you? Is that a blow to your ego, or do you because you can get lost back there, right?
Nah, not at all. The thing with me is I was always a working musician,
right.
And I never took it for granted. And I was trying to get a leg up in this business any way I could.
Right.
So,
what convinced
if
you,
I'm just going to be like a primary songwriter and the guitar player in a great band, hey, man, if I'm going to make it that way, that's going to be a good deal. And obviously it paid off in spades.
But what convinced you? How old were you when you made the decision, okay, I'll let this guy be the lead singer?
Oh, yeah. When I first got in the band, I was 23.
23?
Yeah, 23.
Up until then, you had been in other bands, and you were the guy, you were the front man.
Yeah.
So why did you make the decision all of a sudden to hook up with John and let him be the front man?
Well, like I said, I was just joining bands upon bands upon bands. Actually, when I met John, I had already had 2 record deals.
Right.
I was on Led Zeppelin's label Swan Song.
Right.
Been a failed record deal there. And then I was on Capricorn Records with a guy by the name of Duke Williams and the Extremes.
Was that a solo deal, or in other words, you had a whole band that?
Yeah, there was a band, and I was an extreme in that band, so I wasn't the front man in that band particularly. Right. But all the other club bands I was in and all that stuff, you know what I mean?
When you were a young guy in Swan Song, which was Led Zeppelin's label, I remember that label. It was the coolest label ever. Even looked cool.
Oh yeah.
When they sign you, do you think that's it? I am now going to make it. I am going to be famous.
Absolutely.
And then when it doesn't happen, is that the biggest blow in the world to your head?
Absolutely. But you got to keep on going. It's like I made 3 records before I started my own independent label before I met John.
Did you graduate high school?
Yes, I did.
You did? Did you go to college?
I was in college, yeah. I went through 2 years of college.
Where'd you go to college?
Keene College.
And when you were in Keene College, you knew you wanted to be a musician?
Oh, I knew I wanted to be a musician all along.
Did your parents tell you, don't do this? This is a mistake?
They were very supportive.
And you were a guy who sat in his room and practiced guitar every day?
Yeah, I'm a self-taught guy. So the only way you can teach yourself a guitar is actually to bump into your own mistakes.
How do you teach yourself the guitar? I mean, do you listen to records and play along with them?
Exactly.
And you
emulate your heroes.
Do you think that you're a genius in that you taught yourself how to play guitar? I mean, to me, that would seem impossible to get to the level you're at to do that yourself.
I always had an ear for music, and I kind of learned backwards because I kind of could play by ear.
Yeah.
And then I kind of went to theory classes and stuff like that and actually learned the musical end of it.
Were you popular in high school? I would imagine you were.
Yeah, I was.
I
was a jock, and I was in bands, and I was going to different towns.
What were you, a football player?
No, I was a basketball player, baseball player. I played a little football, but I was getting my hand caught between helmets and ribs broken, and hell with that shit.
And when a guy's as good looking as you, you're popular, and you play guitar, are you getting laid at 12? Or
I got to tell you, man, it was pretty good, man.
It was.
Women like musicians, let's face it.
Were you getting laid at a very young age?
Not really.
16, 17?
17, yeah.
17
That's
years
pretty
old.
young, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I bet you nailed a teacher or two, didn't you? Did you ever nail a teacher?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
Didn't have a teacher.
What's wrong with you?
I had friends that had some teachers.
Right.
Really?
And so you go to high school, And by high school, you're hooking up in bands, and you were signed to Swan Song by the time you were what age?
I was like 19 and a half.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I was playing, you know what? I was playing in New York, 4 or 5 times a week. I was doing Great Gildersleeves, CBGBs, privates, places like that were really happening in the city, you know?
In a way, you were blessed. I mean, most guys struggle a little more than even what you're talking about. I mean, the fact that you got signed so young to a label.
Yeah, but you know what? The record never came out, man. Zeppelin blew up. And that whole label, just took a shit, basically.
And the record that you produced with Swan Song never came out?
Never came out, yeah.
That had to break your heart.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I thought, here we go. We're going to the big time. Here it is,
Do you have that record somewhere? Do you have it?
It's somewhere, yeah. Actually, after I made it with Bon Jovi, my lead singer, was going through a bit of a hard time. He said, can I release it? And he needed the bread, so I just relinquished everything to him, and he just took the money.
Oh, that was nice.
Ah, what the,
And you felt, hey, now that I'm in Bon Jovi, it's okay to release that? Weren't you nervous that people would compare that record to Bon Jovi?
I was a kid, man.
You didn't care?
I didn't care at all.
So if you were having a lot of successes before Bon Jovi, what made you join up with John? Did you think that he was an extraordinary singer and he could do a better job singing than you could?
Well, no. You know what? I went to see him play at a club called the Fountain Casino. Remember that place?
No.
Right. It was right up the street from the Club 𝗦𝗵cie where you used to play.
Right.
Where I used to come see you play.
Right. No. Yeah, you used to play with me.
Yeah. You
right.
called me up a bunch of times. But, and I went and I saw him. And my bass player, Alec John Such, was actually playing with me at the time, and he was moonlighting with Johnny.
Right.
Because I got asked to join KISS, and I flew out to L.A.
You did?
Yeah.
Wait a second. When did that happen?
83.
83. This is before Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Those guys had heard your solo stuff.
I guess somebody, hipped them to me, and they were interested in having me come out, so I went to California for the first time.
Yeah.
And I ended up staying out there for 2 weeks and having a blast.
Wait a second. So how old are you at that point?
At that point, I'm about 22.
22 years old. KISS called you. Was KISS already successful?
Oh, big time.
Big time. And so they needed...
I was going to replace Ace when they were looking for a guy.
And so did you get into the makeup and...
No. No. You know what? Honestly, I respect KISS a lot, but my music was more into a more blues-orientated kind of thing, more organic. I was into, like, Zeppelin and Hendrix and, guys that played guitar and actually emoted through the instrument.
So when they called you and said join the band, were you open to it, or did you already...
Like I said, I was searching to get a leg up, and I was in, like, 5 bands at the same time.
But how could you turn down KISS? Here's a band that's making a ton of money. You hadn't really broken through. I imagine you didn't have a lot of money at that point.
Oh, definitely not.
When you turned down KISS?
Well, basically, I walked into the audition, and they were looking for a guy to, like, worship them.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
That's Gene.
I just wasn't that guy, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm like, come on, let's jam, let's do something. And they want to do, like, you better know Black Diamond. I go, I don't know. You know what I mean? I was like, can we just play so you guys can get a sense of what I'm doing? Because I'm sure I can play your music.
Right. And so did you...
They got upset.
You're kidding.
Yeah, they got a little upset.
That seems very professional to me to say, let's see if we can bond here. Let's see if we can...
they got a little upset, but it was really funny because, like, fast forward a little bit.
Yeah.
Our first tour in Europe, we opened up for KISS.
Yeah.
And we laughed about it a lot.
So you went there for 2 weeks. Gene, I guess, is the big ego. Who you're not sucking his balls enough. You're just being you're being Richie.
No, they were both pretty cool to me, but I think they were, like, taken aback that I wasn't, like, so into them, like I was just like...
But to think about that in your life, let's say Bon Jovi had never worked out, you would have been kicking yourself in the head the rest of your life, because joining KISS would have made you a multimillionaire. I mean, what you are now, and it all worked out. But it does take a lot of balls to turn down a band like KISS and not sit there and suck their ass a little bit and get in the band
and
make a fortune.
It didn't seem authentic to me for some reason.
That's beautiful.
But it's true, though. I swear to God, it just didn't seem
you.
authentic to me, man. I was like, as an artist, I was moving in a different direction already.
Yeah, wouldn't it have killed you to play music that you really didn't care about?
All the guys in your band right now are looking at you like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
They would have taken the KISS job.
They'd take the KISS job in 2 seconds. Like, man, you must be fucking maniac or something.
Let me at those balls.
So when you go out it was on KISS's dime, you go out there for 2 weeks?
Well, you know what happened? I was actually... I used to be jamming with Sylvester Stallone's brother, Frank.
Oh, my.
Sylvester Stallone's brother.
No kidding.
Frank. I used to, like, play with him so I was actually staying...
At Frank's?
I was, like, at Sly's house, actually.
Wow.
And he wasn't there.
Right.
He might not even know that, so he's going to kick my ass when he hears about this.
So do you tell girls, hey, this is my place, why don't you come on
right.
over?
I took his pictures down and put mine up.
And so you went out.
But yeah, no, I was having a good time with some California girls out there, and I picked up a couple sessions.
Right.
So I decided to stay out there for a couple weeks.
Right. When you say you picked up a couple of sessions, you mean you were a session musician. You would go out there, and people would pay you to sit in with a band or whatever.
Yeah. Guys I knew, kind of hooked me up with some people, and I was lucky enough to stay out there, make a little bit of money so I could actually stay out there and get home.
So when did you start taking guitar lessons? When you were in Bon Jovi?
No, I was. My first guitar lesson was actually I was 52 years old.
No kidding. And who can really teach you? I mean, there's a teacher say to you, "Look, Richie, what can I really teach you?
You're holding your hands the wrong way."
No, check this out.
Why would they fuck with what you do?
I walked into this my favorite vintage guitar shop in California, and this guy was playing with his back towards me, and he's playing acoustic guitar, but he sounds like two guys.
What was he playing? Tell me what he was playing at that point.
Just some piece, this acoustic piece.
Right.
But he sounded like two guys playing at the same time.
Right.
So I kind of walked around in front of him. I said, "What are you doing, man?
Yeah.
You got to teach me how to do this. This is like sick." I said, "I'll be back in 18 months. I'm going on tour, but when I come back, I'd love you to teach me." So he gave me his number. He happened to be a cat by the name of 𝗦𝗁𝗄𝗏, who used to be in McCartney and Wings.
Right.
But he was also now the acoustic guitar player of the year.
Right.
And he was working with all these different alternative tunings. So I started to work on him with those. So, now there's always more you could learn. That's the great thing about music.
He wasn't opposed to teaching you and giving you his secrets, so to speak?
No, not at all. Because I think it was more of a give and take. I also was teaching him a little bit.
Right.
And he was teaching me. But honestly, it was something that was alien to me and I never did before.
But when you say guitar lesson, you have to pay him to teach you, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So what does the guy charge Richie Sambora for a guitar lesson? I mean,
Howard,
if I see you,
I don't even look. So it doesn't matter. I'm like this. Sign a check.
Mr. Sambora, that'll be $50,000 for your
no.
lesson.
It ain't like that,
Right.
He's a good guy.
So when you got into Bon Jovi, suddenly it's a new world for you. You're not the front man. You're not the lead singer. So now that you have an album out where you're singing lead, it feels good to you, right? You can show people what you can do.
It's it's a whole different energy. I give good band,
right?
And I always was a team player.
Is this a band? What I'm looking at? Are these guys in your band?
Yeah, these guys are the guys I made the record with and in my band. Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. So in other words, this is not something where you just hired some musicians for the day where they're going to play with you.
No, the excellent thing about this record, it happened so organically, and from the writing process up, and when we took it in the studio, we sounded like a band immediately.
Right.
And we just started to roll. And that's why I left all the jamming pieces on this record. Because, now people can get a chance to hear. When we were kids, we were growing up with Zeppelin and Hendrix, and they were jamming on records.
Right.
So people would get to hear me play extended guitar solos.
Did you go to John and say, I'm doing a solo album, and did you say to the rest of the Bon Jovi band, look, I'm going to go do this thing? Do you have to get permission in a sense?
No, you just got to tell them. We've always been supportive of our individual endeavors.
What is going on with Bon Jovi? Are they together?
Dude. I've been a busy boy this year. Check this out.
Right.
At the end of this record, I started writing with John for the new Bon Jovi record. The new Bon Jovi record's done.
Oh, it's all finished.
It's all finished because now I'm going on tour for the next 3 months.
With Bon Jovi?
No, with this band.
Record.
Yeah, Richie Sambora Band.
And so
and the Disgusting Rabbis.
When you, I love that name, by the way. When you
Cock and the Doodle Doos, man.
Is it hard for you to go on tour now with a new band because you're not playing to stadiums, you're not playing to bigger crowds like that? You have to play to guys, you're starting out in a sense, right?
Yeah. No, I'm playing great theaters, man.
You are
all over the world. We put the shows on sale actually before the record came out in Europe.
Right.
And the tour sold out the first day in pre-sale.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
So, but it's not a stadium setup like when you play Bon Jovi.
No, we're just playing cool theaters.
But you enjoy that.
Absolutely.
No, that's great.
I don't take anything for granted. Obviously, every time you walk out in front of a stadium stage, it blows your mind. I don't care no matter how many times you do it. If you take it for granted, you'd be an asshole. Let's face it.
Do you think you are blessed? Like live a charmed life? Starting from high school, being an athlete, being able to play guitar, teaching yourself how to play guitar at a young age, getting into a super mega hit band like Bon Jovi.
Absolutely.
It's a blessed life,
right? And then
right?
all the women.
And then, my God.
Oh, it's funny. You go, I'm a kid from Woodbridge, New Jersey.
Right.
And yesterday I went to see the Giants. I took the guys to see the Giants, and we walk in Giants Stadium, and I'm looking around. I'm going, going, man, I sold this mofo out like 4 times.
Right. It still blows your mind.
It's
right?
heavy, you know? It's heavy. You know, it's like guys like us, like me and you, you know? We actually did it.
Right. It's pretty amazing when you've accomplished that. You sometimes, like, you pinch yourself because you know how many musicians who are great, like that guy from Wings who's teaching you, who haven't been able to break through and make it in the business.
There's that it factor.
And isn't it almost defeating to put out an album now because of the way the music business is? It's almost impossible to sell records because all music is exchanged for free almost. You're not going to make a lot of money with this record.
Oh, absolutely not. It's not. I didn't do this for the money, you know? I mean, as an artist, you gotta keep fresh. You gotta do these things. Basically, it's like you excavate inside and bring out all this stuff. And this record is about a lot of my life experience.
And how do you decide which song's going to go on a Bon Jovi album, which is going to be a solo?
Oh, you know what? There's not even any choice. When I write a record for myself, I'm the mouthpiece. I'll write a different lyric than John's ever going to sing.
Is it nice to be able to write a song on your own without John's interference? I mean, I'm sure...
Is that what you call it?
What is the process when you and John write a song?
It's very, very simple. We sit down with an acoustic guitar and a piano and our 2 voices. We have a conversation about how we're feeling. You know, there's a big commonality between John and I. We grew up in the same...
Do you like each other?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Be honest.
I'm being honest.
I feel you don't. I feel like when I'm going to be honest with you, Richie. I've known you guys
Howard,
for a while.
We really do. It's an anomaly, really.
It is.
We get along. We've always got along. You know, there was a little wonky period in the beginning of the 90s because we were, you know, everybody experiences fame and fortune at different speeds.
Yes.
And, you know, you add a little bit of lifestyle in there.
Right.
Which I was working pretty good, you know.
Right.
It gets confused, and then, you know, we had to kind of put Humpty Dumpty back together.
What do you specifically mean? What happened? Was it because you got into trouble with drinking and stuff? And some of your new album deals with what some of your problems were, right? Like, you don't make a secret about it.
Oh, no. You know, I think, you know, I set out to make an authentic record.
Right.
You know, because I believe there's this stigma, obviously, that, you know, people go, rock star, Bon Jovi. They're going to think Richie's, you know, that kind of person.
Right.
And that's show business, man.
Yeah.
You know, this record was an artistic record where I decided, you know, it's like when you did your movie.
Yes.
You know, you put all your stuff out there.
Right.
To people, man, and it felt good to you, right?
Yes.
And you know what? Now, with my record, that's exactly what I'm doing.
I mean, you wouldn't be the first rock star to have a problem with booze. I mean, everybody seems to go through some sort of drug-related thing, except for John, right?
You know, yeah. You know what? It's funny because I started out playing clubs when I was like 16 and a half.
Right.
And back then, it wasn't frowned upon.
What, to drink? No, it was encouraged.
Yeah, it was like an accoutrement to my business.
Right.
You know what I mean? So then all of a sudden, but I'll tell you what, it took me about 35 years for my demons to catch up with me.
Yeah,
so I'm a pretty resilient little bastard.
I never saw you as a guy who drank a lot and stuff, so you probably drank in private, right?
You know what? After a while, what happened was, yeah, I was definitely a kind of a guy that always drank in my house. Never drank. I didn't even drink in restaurants anymore.
Wow.
Or I didn't drink around the band or anywhere near a performance.
That's when you know you have a problem, when you drink it by yourself, right? When it's not a social thing.
I guess so.
What were you drinking? Wine?
Yeah, I was drinking wine, and you know what? It was predominantly a stress reliever.
Right, absolutely.
I mean, I was using it for a specific, different reason.
So when did you realize you had a problem? You had to go into rehab. When did you realize that?
It was about 5 years ago.
You said, hey, I'm doing this too much, and I'm doing it every night.
Yeah, when I started getting clean, it was about 5 years ago. But I was doing it every night for about 30 years. So
Did you have interventions? Did anybody, you know, did the group get together and say, look, Richie?
Yeah, a lot of people kind of said, hey, man, you know. But also what happened, I had broken my arm.
Right.
And I was doing painkillers because, check this out. So I break my arm in my house. I get divorced. Right?
You got from Heather.
I got divorced from Heather.
Right.
Right? So I come home from one leg of the tour. I get into this new house. I've never been there before. My sister-in-law thinks she's doing me a solid. She puts this shitty Bed Bath & Beyond mat in the bathroom.
Right.
I wake up to take a piss one morning, and I just went, biffed. And my shoulder went right into the jacuzzi, and I broke my arm in 3 places.
Oh, my God.
2 weeks later, I have to play like 24 stadiums.
With a broken arm?
With a broken arm.
Wow.
So I hired all these sports stocks, therapists, this, that, and the other thing. I said, there was $145 million on the table for this tour.
Right.
I said I wasn't going to leave it out there. Whatever I had to do, I was going to do it. So the painkillers got in there, too.
Now, are you wearing a cast while you're...
You can. It's a shoulder.
Oh, it's a shoulder, right. You can't really do anything to that. So these guys teach you how to sort of hold the guitar so you don't completely
Well, you know
screw
what?
up.
I started going crazy. I started making these little guitars.
Right.
Because I didn't have this kind of lateral motion. But so one of my heroes was Albert Collins, a blues guy.
Right.
And he would hang his guitar off of this shoulder, and I found that I could play like this.
Oh, wow.
So, you know what? I was 95%. Nobody ever knew it, really.
And so and to get through the pain, you start taking what, like OxyContin?
Yeah, I took a lot of shit just to get through that tour, and it lasted about 6 months. And I was drinking because of the pain and getting through it profusely.
And when you mix the drinking with the OxyContin, that's a fucking powerful cocktail.
Very powerful
Nothing
cocktail.
better than that.
Oh, and you know what? If you ask me if I remember those months, I would say absolutely not. But you know what? I was a hero, got through the tour, and just like, you know, all the other substance in my life, I figured this one would just fall off.
Right.
No such luck.
Yeah, no.
I was very, very naive to it, you know.
Were you like, hey, this OxyContin is more addictive than anything ever?
Anything.
Like, in other words, you said, hey, now I'm done with the pain, I'll stop the OxyContin. And then when you go to stop, it actually hurts.
Shaking like a leaf, man.
Wow.
And I'm an asshole. I think I got like Parkinson's.
It's never the stuff, right?
Could it be withdrawal?
You know what I mean?
Right. So
I'm all freaking out. I don't know what's going on.
So now do you have to go score OxyContin? Like, because now you can no longer get it?
Doctor shopping?
No. You know,
all right.
You know what I did? I just detoxed. I went in, I checked in, and I just detoxed for like 7 days, and I went right back on the road.
Is it almost impossible to do it on your own? Because OxyContin, they say, is like hillbilly heroin. It's the most powerful.
Well, you know, I think you could do it, but you got to do it under the supervision because guys like our age can have a stroke.
Right.
If you just cut it off.
Was Limbaugh in the detox with you?
He was right next door climbing the walls, yeah.
I heard a rumor that Lindsay Lohan was in rehab with you at one point. Did you bang her in rehab? Or no interest?
No. She was hot, man.
Oh, yeah?
She was hot.
She was hot.
Yeah, I talked to her for, you know, I hung with her a little bit.
but you didn't put the moves on her?
No, she's too young.
Too young for you?
Yeah.
What is your cutoff on age?
I try to, 10 years older than my daughter.
Oh, good, yeah.
That's always got to be.
Isn't that a good rule?
That's a good rule.
I think it's a good rule. I have to throw some back.
And speaking of your daughter, she's got some huge career going in modeling, right?
You know what? Actually, she just acted in her first movie.
Right.
This is 40 with Judd Apatow and Megan Fox.
And how did that go?
And she killed it.
You saw the movie?
I haven't seen it yet, but I talked to those guys. She killed it.
So she has a career.
And it was improv. I was like, and she's 14 and a half.
She's only 14?
14 and a half.
Oh, I thought
she looks like she's 20. Wait till I show you a picture.
Wow.
She's doing really, really great. I think she's about to sign with...
Does she look like Heather, her mom?
Yeah, she definitely does.
Yeah, that's a good look.
Yeah.
That's a very good look.
I'm in trouble, man. She has my gregarious personality.
Yeah.
And Heather's good look. So.
Boy.
That's
a bad combination.
That's right. How are you going to keep that kid in line? I guess you can't.
You know what? All you can do is equip them with the tools to take care of themselves. Because you know when the minute they're out of your sight, they're acting up.
And so now you're clean and sober. It took you a couple of trips to rehab, right? Because when you get out, all of a sudden that OxyContin starts calling to you again and the drinking, right?
No, you know what? That never even came back into play. I forgot about it very quickly.
Just drinking.
Yeah, it was a drinking thing.
Did you think that you could take a couple of drinks and then deal with it?
Of course you're going to try it.
You always try that.
And it don't work.
It doesn't work.
No.
It increases. It never decreases.
You know what? It just doesn't work, man.
Just
doesn't work. So, you know, I got to be honest with you. You know, I'm like... healthier than I've been in my life.
You look really good. You do.
Thank you,
brother. You don't deserve to look this good with all the shit you've been doing.
Hey, we don't look
When he
our age,
said he took his first guitar lesson at 52, I was like, well, how old are you?
Yeah, right.
Well, you know, the thing is, that keeps you young, too.
That's right.
Anytime you're learning something new and evolving like that, man, that just keeps you young.
Yeah, it does. So you're feeling good about a new record, and you're clean and sober, which is
he a
awesome.
teetotaler? He doesn't do anything.
You don't do anything now. Like if I go to dinner with you, you ordering a club soda?
I'm doing like Perrier and lime, you know, non-alcoholic beer.
Oh, come on.
That's awful.
You'll have a few. We'll go out
Hey,
to
you know,
dinner.
I was listening to your show the other day about the Jewish men and they got to start drinking.
Yeah. No. We'll go out to dinner. You could have a few glasses of wine. It'll be fine. Imagine that. I would not want to be with you if you started drinking again. Everyone would blame me.
No, you know what? And I was kind of a happy drunk anyway.
Right.
I just started to, you know, my life choices at that point were starting to get kind of blurred.
So you think you're capable of never having another drink?
Oh, absolutely.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's done.
Howard, I drank enough for about 100 guys.
And did John ever come to you and say, listen, you got to stop drinking?
Yeah.
He laid that on you?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I had a lot of support.
Did you tell him to fuck off?
No.
You didn't?
No. No, listen, I kind of knew I needed to dry out.
Wow.
You know, and I didn't, I didn't know if it was going to be forever, you know, but I knew I needed to just kind of just get my
good
life
for
together.
you. So you're busy now. Are you worth $65 million personally? That's the figure I read on the internet, that you have $65 million.
Take a, you know, give or take a few shekels.
That's nice, isn't it? That's really good.
But wait a minute. In the divorce, you don't lose a lot of money?
Hey, did Heather take you for a lot of money when you got divorced, or did you have a prenup?
Prenuptial.
Prenuptial. So you're safe. Thank God. But listen, Heather's got a lot of money.
She's got her own bread, man.
She's got money.
You know, I mean, you know, I was always drawn to, you know, a lot of high-profile women, I think, because I think I really connect with people that are in the business and they understand what I do and I understand what they do.
Right.
And, you know, that was one of those things.
So are you making a statement now that you mostly bang people in the business, like high-profile broads, right?
Not anymore.
Is that true? Is that, like, now you're
No. You know, hey, look, I'm single now, man. It's all good.
So are you dating anybody right now? Are you out
Yeah,
dating?
you know, I'm kind of dabbling around. Nobody that's sticking. You know, it's been such a busy year for me.
Right.
But I've never done 2 albums in one.
But you're not that busy you can't get laid. I mean, come on.
Oh, you got to sneak that in there, bro.
Yeah. And Denise,
He's not sticking with one.
When Denise Richards came in here and she talks about you, she says you are a great lover. I mean, she was very highly complimentary. Like you really gave it to her. And that is a sexy woman.
She ain't so bad herself, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. She is a sexy fucking woman.
Yes, she is. She always has been. You know,
my God.
It's very insatiable. And she's a good girl. She's a good woman.
She admits it. She says, I have to fuck like crazy. You know, she loves it. She loves to fuck. I mean, guys, what are we talking about here?
Hey, nothing wrong with that, man.
Is she the sexiest woman you've ever been with?
Got to be up there.
Wow.
It's got to be up there.
So you guys got back together again, and now you recently broke up again.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
What happened?
Well, you know, I think that we were basically going in different directions, unfortunately. Like I said, this has been the busiest time of my life, between doing my record, writing and recording and all that stuff for the Bon Jovi record, and being a single dad. You know,
how does that work for you, being a single dad?
I mean, love it so much.
You do, but doesn't the kids? Don't the kids usually kind of go off with the mother more? It's like it's hard for you to.
No, you know, her and I have a very, very great relationship. I don't know what happened to you when you got divorced from your kids, but when I got divorced, my relationship with my little girl got better.
Right.
You know, because I mean, the time that she was spending with me, she was spending with me.
Right. And you got to do stuff on your own. Oh yeah, there you go. There's a picture of the two of you guys. Look at that. Very nice.
Oh. Yeah, there we go.
Look at you. And so you say things got better. And are you still friends with Heather? Like, can you go over there? I read that you actually go over there and have Thanksgiving and all these holidays.
Absolutely.
With Heather. You can.
Oh, yeah, no, we just, you know, at first it was, you know, anytime you get divorced at first, always there's that, you know, kind of period where you're like, you don't like each other.
Right.
You know, because you're fighting about finances and this and that and the other thing, blah, 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 blah.
Who's going to pay for this and who's going to
little hangover on that thing goes on, you know.
Right.
But, no, Heather and I, you know, knock on wood, are really great friends now. Ava and Heather and I went to a wedding together about 3 weeks ago.
That's fantastic.
You know, we text each other. Heather's working again.
What
she's
is she
doing really
doing?
well. Actually, she texted me yesterday, and she's doing a thing on Scary Movie 5.
Oh, no kidding.
Where she plays the mom of the Black Swan, and it's funny as shit, man.
Have you ever gotten to the point, post-divorce, that you've had sex with Heather again since the divorce? Would the two of you ever go back there once in a while?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
It can't happen.
I don't think so.
That line, huh?
We can't cross
Too much
that line?
water under the bridge, baby.
Too much.
Yeah.
Like, there's never been a night you're all hanging out, it feels good, your daughter's, you know, hanging out, the kid goes to sleep or goes out with her friends.
You forget you're not married
and all of a sudden you go, you know what the fuck? You know what?
Let's just go to bed.
You're Heather Locklear, I'm Richie Sambora. Why not? Why not?
I can't say the thought hasn't crossed my mind.
Right, why
but
not?
No, you know what? I think, you know, you got to leave what's in the past, and, you know, you don't want to start churning up that thing again, man.
I heard what came between you and Denise was that she was still in touch with Charlie Sheen, and Charlie's a big pain in the fucking ass, and you had said, look, man, I can't be with the chick if she's going to hang out with Charlie, because it's too fucking crazy, that whole scene.
Nah.
True or false?
False.
Really? You know
Absolutely
Charlie
false.
at all?
Absolutely. Charlie and I are friends, man.
Oh, you are?
And we've always been friends. Me and him used to hang out in the old days when we both were crazy.
Right. Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
You can
man,
hang with
he
Charlie
scared the hell
Sheen?
out of me, man. I used to have to leave sometimes.
You weren't that crazy.
I wasn't as crazy as him, yeah.
Right, he's crazy.
Yeah, but you know what? He's a really good guy in a good way.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you hang out with him, He's a real man's man. You talk about sports, you know, you hang out.
Were you ever in the home when he has all these women and the parties and the hookers and the goddesses?
You know, I never was. I always used to go out with him. I would meet him somewhere. We'd go to some parties, you know, go out to dinner, things like that.
You two must have been up to fucking shenanigans.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Unbelievable.
Like the kind of shenanigans we did, you know, in the old days too.
Yeah, well,
me and you.
I never had shenanigans like that. I mean, you know, what did I do? Nothing. Do you think Kiss is upset when they're listening this morning and they're going, man, we should have taken...
No, I think they're quite well off.
Yeah. Don't you
They got more money than me, bro.
Would you say that...
Like a lot more money.
Well, yeah, because they charge... They build caskets. Is there ever going to be a Bon Jovi casket?
I doubt that.
When you...
I mean, I'm a whore, but not that big.
They are the real whores of the business, right? It's unbelievably... They're not ashamed at all of taking every dime.
No, they're shameless, man.
Sometimes you have to say to yourself, hey, I'll pass up on some merchandising, right?
Exactly.
You have to. But think of the arguments you would have gotten into with those guys had you joined Kiss. What a different life it would have been.
Oh, yeah. Incredible.
Yeah, remarkable. But let's get to the new single. So this is very personal, this song to you. What song are you going to be doing for us?
Here's a song called Every Road Leads Home, and it seems to be the impact track that everybody is kind of going towards these days.
Right.
But interestingly enough, you know, I decided to go with an independent label.
Okay.
Which is interesting because the business is changing, obviously. You know, obviously social media and downloading is really what's going on.
Right.
And I also wanted to make the record I wanted to make artistically.
Right.
And, you know, obviously there's going to be a commerciality in it, but there's a lot of jamming in this. So you're getting the acoustic version of this stuff, but people are reacting to this track.
Now, some have interpreted this track, Every Road Leads Home. Home being Denise Richards' vagina.
Oh, my God.
That's true, Robbie. Am I right, Richie, on that? Or is that a misconception?
It was actually, it's actually me being on the road coming home to my daughter, actually.
Oh, how boring. I thought it was about Denise.
You know.
You got to tell me what she's like in bed.
She's lovely.
She talks up such a good fucking story here.
What are you going to do, man? I mean, you know, she's hot.
And she's a freak. She describes, she's blowing her, you know, she describes the whole thing. She loves anal. She loves anal, she told me.
I just work here.
I know. Are you into anal? I mean, giving it. All right. So this song that Richie's going to do. Giving, of course.
Yes.
All right. It hurts when they receive.
Oh, my God.
I mean, if you would write a song about how you manage to last when you're in bed with Denise Richards and I blow off right in 2 seconds, I would listen to that song. That's another song you should write. All right. Listen, Richie, so this song...
Next time, before I write a song, Howard, I'm going to consult you first.
Please do. So here's the song. Let's listen and see if we can understand what Richie's trying to say to us in this song.
Yeah, no problem. It's called Every Road Leads Home to You. All right.
Here we go. I love that. Beautiful song.
Thought that was beautiful.
Beautiful.
I know.
Right?
Pretty good song, eh?
Real good song.
I liked it.
I'm telling you, man. Thank you, Robin.
I loved it. I loved it. Did you play that for your daughter?
Oh, yeah.
And did you say, honey, this is about you, or you just don't say anything?
She loved it.
She loved it. That's a beautiful thing for a father to write to his daughter, especially a divorced father, because Heather can't write a song for her. And you say, look, Daddy's better than Mommy, right?
Well, you know, hey, there's that, you know, there's the thing between a father and a daughter, man.
Right, it's very special.
That's just a little deeper, right?
Yeah, that's great, I tell you.
But you know what? The thing about the song...
I mean, what does Heather do? Heather goes out and buys her a sweater. You write a song for her. You know what I'm saying? I love that song. I love it.
The thing about this song, you know, it's like this whole album is interesting, you know, because I write stuff about me and what's happening in my life.
Right.
And I realize that it's everybody's stuff. It's actually universal. I mean, I think I've always been good about that, and I've always been good like that. I mean, even living on a prayer.
Right.
Like I said, you know, it kind of was about us struggling, doing our thing, getting out of New Jersey and trying to make ends meet. But it became everybody's song, and I think that a lot of this record, I think people are going to relate to a lot, because it's an authentic human record, and it's got a lot of fire to it. And if you listen to the lyrics, I think they're good stories.
Is there anybody you like out there now? Any young kids coming up, or are you just totally disillusioned with?
Man, you know, no. Being from an independent label, man, I listen to a lot of new stuff that's really obscure, like in Silver Sun Pickups and Fits into Tantrums, and
you
My Morning Jacket is really good. I was listening to.
You still walk around and you put on headphones and listen to music and try to sort of see what everyone's up to.
Oh, you know, I am a avid record buyer. I buy at least 3 records a week.
Who's your favorite guitar player? Who is your hero, guitar-wise?
I had a bunch, man. I had, you know, Jimmy Page, Jimi Hendrix.
Right.
All the classics. Jeff Beck, Eric Clapton, who played on my first solo album.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah, that's pretty amazing,
Jimmy has come up, and I became like friends with my heroes, man. I hang out with Jimmy Page now. It's like serious.
Do you? Where do you hang out at his castle?
In London, man. He's got an apartment in London.
And you hang out?
What's that like?
Are you tongue-tied around this guy? Like, I mean,
you know, he makes it so you're not. He's such a gent.
Do you go over there and play guitars, or do you
sometimes? Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. What do you talk about?
He came up and jammed with me a couple times, and I'm actually going to come ask him if he wants to come to London and play.
Does he have 3D TV? He must, right? I mean,
you know, we do when we hang out.
Yeah, what do you do? Because
we go to concerts,
right,
and go out to dinner. Just the two of us.
And do people freak out when you guys show up together?
It's kind of cool, man. Chicks are flying around, I'll tell you that.
Is he still getting laid? I mean, is he doing his thing?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. He's a stud. He looks great. He's feeling great.
Jimmy Page, man. Look at you hanging out with this
heavy?
guy. You know, I never think, who the hell does Jimmy Page hang out with? I never knew it was you.
With Richie.
Yeah, man.
I'm not good at hanging out with people.
You were good at hanging out with me when I was living in New York. We had a good time.
Like, take me over to Jimmy Page's apartment. Let's see what goes down. I'll fuck with that guy.
Listen to music, play a little guitar. You know what I mean? Just you know, that's.
Well, what are you going to do while they're listening to music and play guitar?
I'm getting one of those drums. What was that called again?
Cajon.
A cajon. I'm going to get a cajon now.
Okay.
I love that. It sounded great, by the way. You guys sound great together. Look, I could talk to you all day, but I'll let you out of here. Richie Sambora's new album, Aftermath of the Lowdown. I don't know what that means. It doesn't matter, really.
You want me to tell you?
What does it mean?
Okay. When you give somebody the lowdown, that's like giving somebody the truth.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like what I did on this record about my life and what was going on. There's always an aftermath. It may be good. It may be bad.
So good to have you guys here today.
Brother.
Thank you for playing. And Richie, great seeing you. Known you so many years, and I'm very happy for you.
Too many years.
Yeah.
It won't be so long again, Howard.
All right, good. Don't be a stranger.
That's right. It's been a long time.
Next time I see you, be at Jimmy Page's place. We're all going over there for the big party.
Man. Hey, why don't you guys put me on America Got Talent? I'd love to play.
Would you?
Yeah.
The fucking show's over, but next season.
Bad, man.
I
know Green Day had a bunch of cool people on it.
Yeah. Where were you? Who knew?
I don't know. Where was I?
Do you ever go over to John's house for those Obama get-togethers, or those fundraisers?
I haven't been yet. No.
With Al Gore.
I haven't been over there. You haven't gotten political yet?
Well, you know, I campaigned for Clinton.
Yeah.
And I campaigned for Al.
Right.
And, you know, John's got the Obama thing kind of locked up. When he wants me to play, I'll probably go.
Right. You'll be there.
Absolutely.
All right. Listen, boys, thank you for doing this today. Very special morning because of your music.
Yeah.
Thank you. I could have done another hour with you guys. That sounded good.
It sounded really good.
Really good.
Thank you. So great to see you, man.
You look great.
Yeah.
You sounded great.
Oh, bro.
That's a really good song.
Hey, can I turn you on to a record?
Yeah.
If you want to come see me play, I'm playing October 23rd
All right, I'm
at
gonna try and come by.
Best Buy.
Oh, okay,
Please
great.
be my guest.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Bring your old lady, bring your kids.
All right,
bring
great.
your
I'd love to do that.
All right?
Yeah.
I'm going to get you a
really happy
record,
for
though.
All right, please.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
It's a pleasure, brother.
Richie, Can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, man.
I heard you say in the studio just now during the break, you guys have known each other for 30 years.
Yeah.
So you go that far back with
Howard and I go that far back. He was doing drive time, 5 o'clock drive time radio, man, and this is 1986 is the first time I was on the show.
Wow.
So it's like, 27 years something.
What's been the constant about what you've appreciated about Howard for so many decades?
You know what? Obviously, he's always exciting. You never know what he's going to pull out, but that's what I like, I mean, and I think that, he's really about rock and roll. And I live rock and roll, so there's a lot of commonality. So we always have a good time. And actually, when I was living in New York, Howard and I would actually get together and go out to dinner sometime with our spouses, and we always had a great time. So I think we became friends after a while also.
Different professions, but you share the same spirit.
We share the same spirit, for sure.
All right, good luck with the new album, Richie.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
All right, man.
Now that we've had some distance from the America's Got Talent experience, the boys...
Really? There's distance?
Yeah, of course. There's at least a few days. Now that we have distance from the America's Got Talent thing, Sal and Richard went out on the street to ask old ladies and anybody else he could find. Oh, what they, he kind of tried to ID people who look like they might hate me.
Uh-huh. You can tell by
Well, yeah, you
looking.
can tell. You can look at somebody and know if they like me or not. Can't you, kind of? I mean, let's face it, we can profile Howard Stern fans. So he wanted to see if I had won anyone over.
How did you think Howard Stern did this year on America's Got Talent as a judge?
I was surprised that he was pretty good.
Did he win you over?
No. I don't care for Howard.
Would you like to see him come back next year, or would you like to see him replaced?
Replace him with an entertainer.
So he didn't win you over at all?
No.
Hey, I'm an entertainer. I mean, maybe
she did say you were pretty good.
Yeah, but she didn't like me anyway.
You can't have the job because she doesn't like you.
She don't like anybody, I think, if I remember this one correctly.
No.
Not one bit.
No, not really.
But you still think he did good, though?
Yeah, he did good, but it's time for somebody else.
Good, but not good enough?
Yeah.
Your opinion? How do you think Howard did this year as a judge?
I was quite surprised, and I really enjoyed him. I did enjoy him. It's fine if he comes back.
Who do you think is a better judge on TV, Howard Stern or Britney Spears?
Oh, I'll go with Howard. I don't like Britney either.
I would say they're kind of equal. They were both crazy, so now they're both coming around.
How about Howard Stern or Simon
God.
Cowell? Who do you think would be a better judge?
I'll take Simon, because he's obnoxious.
I kind of like Howard over Simon, yes.
How about Howard Stern or Judge Judy?
Oh, please. That big mouth? Forget it.
Which one?
Judge Judy. I used to I don't like her anymore.
So you think Howard's a better judge than Judge Judy?
Yeah, I'll take Howard over her.
Wow.
Howard over Judge Judy, absolutely.
And Howard or Paula Abdul, who's the better judge to you?
I'll take Howard. She's annoying.
Howard, I like Paula, but I think it's just time to move on to someone that's a little bit more opinionated. She's very emotional.
Now, Sharon...
Not bad, though. I mean, I got that
You're
one
doing
lady.
all right.
I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there with the ladies. That one lady's really, she just doesn't like anybody so far. That first one.
Yeah.
Osborne is leaving America's Got Talent. Who do you think should replace her next year?
Oh, Pink.
Betty White's great. Betty White would make the show.
Oh, no. Betty White. She could die sitting there next to me. Betty White. How come on all these other shows you get to sit next to, like
Nicole Scherzinger.
Yeah, let me sit next to Nicole Scherzinger if they're going to replace Sharon. Let me take a look at that. I don't know. They asked a bunch of people.
What do you think of Howard Stern, how he did as a judge on America's Got Talent this year?
He's wild. He's still wild. He's good.
Good?
He's good.
Who do you think will be a better judge, Howard or Britney Spears on the X Factor?
Howard.
Why?
Because I don't like her.
What about her?
I don't think she has any talent.
What about Howard or Simon Cowell?
Oh, he's nasty. Simon Cowell is sort of kind of nasty, so Howard is a little nasty too, but okay. I would prefer Howard, yes.
Hey, see?
Even to Simon, huh?
Even to Simon himself. I'm moving up there. Maybe it's a good time to leave America's Got Talent. I don't think I can,
Go out on top.
Go out on top. You should see me at home wrestling with myself as I try to make my decision.
Really?
Yeah, well,
What are you doing? Have you made a list of the pros and the cons?
Well, I kept a folder all year of, everything. Really, I did.
Uh-huh.
Like the schedules and everything, so I could look at it and review it as I make my decision.
You just can't feel whether you enjoyed it and want to continue.
Can I tell you what I'm feeling?
Okay.
All right, I can feel. The way I'm looking at it is... I don't need a drum, but okay, if you want. The way I'm looking at it is, I enjoyed the show. I liked being on a network television show. I like doing something different out of my comfort zone. The actual working with Howie, Sharon, and Nick, I liked. I like the idea of the show itself. You know that. I'm a fan of the show. I like all the variety rather than just the singing.
Uh-huh.
But the singing's cool, too. And so all of that was pretty cool. I like that. And what I didn't like is that, I had sort of reorganized our schedules so that we could have more time off. And even our listeners were saying, hey, you take too much time off. But meanwhile, I didn't feel like I had any time off. Because every single vacation we had, I went to work. But I was working on America's Got Talent.
Well, I think it's interesting that you took extra work and are shocked that it meant eating into your time off.
Well, I knew that, but I didn't think it would be that much time because they had convinced me that it was only 30 days of work. But that's not true because it's like you got to get to these places. There's a whole buildup. You got to be here. It's not like the day I would do America's Got Talent, I had to go run around. Like I didn't get to go have a normal day. I would sit around and
wait for America's Got Talent.
Yeah, and you didn't want to do too much because you got to be on your game, the whole thing. So that's the part I don't like, our schedule, because if we weren't on in the morning, it'd be one thing. But I was up at 4 in the morning, and if I had to go do a taping tonight or something, it wrecks me. So that's where I'm at. But then I keep thinking to myself, well, you know what? I built something this year. I started with the show, built a following with it. How can I leave now?
And wasn't it fun?
It was. I mean, some days it was. And some days it was kind of a drag. But, but mostly fun.
You always look like you were having fun.
Well, hey, that's my gift. I look like the life of the party.
Mr. Munn.
Yes.
Aside from Beth, many would argue that you spend the most time by Howard's side.
At AGT?
Well, in general, between the show and now after his first year in AGT. I mean, you were with him every step of the way, pretty much. Having this type of inside access, knowledge, conversation, what's your prediction for another season, for a return to America's Got Talent? What do you think is going to happen?
It's hard to say because the schedule was pretty grueling.
Right, and no one...
For him.
Right, and you see that firsthand every day, every morning.
Yeah, and the mornings that he'd come to the radio station, the weeks that we had to go away and travel for auditions to different cities, it was a lot. It was a lot on him. It was a lot on everybody who was involved, So I don't know. I don't know what's going to be, and I'm sure it's not all about whether the scheduling is. I'm sure it's got to do with all kinds of different things, whether he goes back or not. It's just not one thing to decide whether he goes back or not, I'm sure.
But on the grueling schedule factor alone, what does that tell you in your mind? If you had a gun to your head.
Well, I know he loves doing it. I know he loves being the judge thing. And, I don't know. I would say if I was to be asked percentage-wise, I would say 75-25 that he's going to do it.
Thank you, Mr. Mudd. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Seriously, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Gary, I just spoke with Ronnie Mund about the possibility of Howard returning for a second season of America's Got Talent. Other than him, I mean, you spend the most time with Howard and you see the effects of this show and the toll it takes on him the most. What's your prediction?
I'm on the fence. Not that being politically correct. It's just, I saw him be very tired at the end of the season. If it were in the middle of the season, I would have said, yeah, I'll probably resign for another year. By the end, he seemed exhausted, and I know he enjoyed himself, but I also think he might have wondered whether it was worth it or not.
If you had to quantify it, in a percentage, would you say 50-50?
50-50.
I think we're going to be speaking to Bam Margera in about 5 minutes.
About his home invasion?
Yeah, his home got invaded, and some chick started making out with him in his sleep, and then started...
Was naked. She was naked.
Naked and then fingering herself on the floor, but he called the police.
While he called the police. That turned her on. He's calling 911. Oh, my God, I have to touch myself.
She masturbated while he called police. Robin's right. He turned her on with that. Oh, wait, here's Bam. We got to hear what's happening.
All right.
It's crazy, huh, Bam?
What up? I've seen a lot of bizarre things before, but this by far tops it big time, and I honestly never thought I'd be so scared of like a 24-year-old naked chick in my room.
Wow.
You know what's crazy, too, because I was thinking about you, because you're on Jackass, and I've seen you do outrageous things. I mean, like, you guys will, smack each other in the head, you'll beat each other, you'll break bones, and the one thing that freaked you out was this naked chick.
Well, I mean, the thing is that, first of all, she wasn't forming any sentences right. Like, she wasn't making any sense at all. And like, she was saying things like, the owl sent me from Jupiter when I asked who she was.
And you don't think that's hot?
I thought that she was capable of getting a knife from the kitchen and either stabbing me or my girlfriend.
Do you think someone from Jackass was playing a prank on you? Like, did that thought occur to you that maybe the guy set this up?
Where's the camera?
Actually, for one split second, I thought it was my friend named David Lee Homo. He does appearances for me, and he was staying at my house at the time. So I thought that it was him playing a prank, like laying naked in my bed, like as a joke. But
yeah, because you know a lot of guys. Like, who was that guy you used to hang around with? The really crazy
Novak.
Yeah. Like you hang around with such crazy, wild people, and you need to for your business. But like, I wouldn't trust anything that was going on. I would think everything was weird.
Yeah, exactly. And I woke up to someone like kissing me on the lips and on the neck, and I thought it was my girlfriend. So I'm like, yo, quit it, man, I'm sleeping. Like, we'll do that later. And then I see that she's dead asleep looking the other way. And I see this silhouette of this girl. And then
do you think if your girlfriend wasn't with you, would you maybe banged her?
Well, I mean, like, she's not a bad-looking girl. Like, she's in shape, but I mean, like, she's been homeless and stuff, so she looks like she had like really hairy armpits and like this minging-ass pussy.
Did she smell?
Actually, yeah, I could. And when I turned on the light, she said that the owl sent me from Jupiter, and that sentence right there was like, what, 911 right now, like.
When you say